Hi. My timeline, Monday, April 26th. It's in the evening. I got home from work from the art district. It's still very surreal. It's still very surreal to me to know that I drive into downtown LA into the art district and you know, finding parking, trying to figure out where I can go and where I can't go. Becoming more familiarized with the neighborhood. And it feels really great. It feels great to go into work, to work with Miss Hannah, and it doesn't feel like work. I think that's the best part of it, is that it doesn't feel, at least right now, knock on wood, that it doesn't change. But it doesn't feel like work. It doesn't feel like work. And I mean, you know, I'm not making a 6-figure income. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that because I feel more balanced. I feel like I'm learning and still working, and it just, I feel good. You know, I feel like I'm doing it. I'm doing it slowly but surely. You know, I'm working at it and learning and growing and teaching at the same time, you know, and it's a lovely balance, a very lovely balance. You know, even driving back to work, it was nice. Wednesday, I'll be going in at 8 in the morning just to see, you know, if there's a shift in traffic, and we're playing around with the times. But other than that, you know, I bring work home because, you know, I'm only there 3 days out of the week. And then on the weekends, I help her do the markets when I can. And it's still, it's work that I look forward to doing. So that's really nice. Interestingly, so I received a message last night by someone that I recently befriended, and I was rubbed a little in a way that I was a little uncomfortable, and I didn't respond right away because I was gonna chew on it, you know, and sit with it and make sure I kind of checked in with myself in terms of my emotions, and I sensed the energy of this other individual and wanting to make sure I'm methodical about how I'm going to respond, because I have yet to respond, but I am. And coincidentally, the video that I'm going to post, hopefully soon, because it's the end of the night is approaching, and I didn't get a chance to do it this morning because we're prepping for the launch party on Friday, and so there's a lot to do, and I'm helping as much as I can. And the great thing is I had a conversation with Miss Hannah about my boundaries and being transparent, right? Being transparent about the areas of my life that I'm still working on. And hopefully I might have already mentioned this in another video, but we had a powwow, and I was able to highlight and just be honest about where I was at. And so she's aware of that. She's aware of that. And so when I offer to help a little bit more, just because I know they're going through some things, and just to be an extra pair of hands, you know. You know, I've helped out with events before, and baby showers, bridal shower, I mean, you name it, I've done it. And you know, where was I going with that? Oh, setting boundaries. Setting boundaries. And making sure that, knowing that this opportunity to work with her, right, is an opportunity for me to master those skills that I've been trying to work on, right? Making sure I keep my boundaries, making sure I'm not over-giving, that it's a mutual give and take, right? Recognizing that, I'm nobody's savior. Everyone has the ability to save themselves, if and when they choose to accept that task, right? To accept that challenge. And so that happened. And so this individual who lives on the other side of the world, made a comment to me and a request, and I answered. And then this person still responded, almost like a plea. And it rubbed me the wrong way, in the sense of made me a little uncomfortable, knowing I need to set boundaries, right? But it was in the middle of the night, and I was asleep, half asleep when I got it, and I couldn't sleep. And I did ask for some guidance. And the message this morning was about balance and control. Balance and control. And being reminded that life cycles, right? Cycles will start and end and repeat all the time. And for me, this was a new cycle. It was a new cycle to see, have I really learned the lesson, right? Will I really place the boundaries that I need to place? And make sure that I maintain my control of the things that I can control, right? Which is just me, myself, and I, my thoughts, my feelings, my actions. So this morning I was trying to prep the video for today, and I listened to it. Of course, same thing. And mind you, this week, before I came across this video, I had already decided I'm gonna slow it down. I was pushing out 2 videos at a time, but this week of April, this last week of April, I decided I'm gonna slow it down and just do 1 video a day. For whatever reason. I think it's just the busyness of what I have going on, and still sinking it without fully really planning it. It's aligning again. And what threw me off though about this one, aside from the same topics of conversation, right, about learning the life lessons, opportunities to master these skills, and again, it's happening again a month later. But what tripped me out was that at the end of this video, and I'll put the link of this video below, chapter 18, episode 1, I talk about my meditative experience. And I share that I'm getting more images. It varies between the waves and then just light and then images just popping up. And trying to figure out, right, is it just my imagination? Is it just my imagination? Trying to figure out what is my spiritual gift? Is it really this foreseer business? Or is it just coincidentally, right, this repeated cycle of when I post and things unfolding in my present time as I'm posting these videos that seem to still be in alignment with what's going on? Is that really considered a foreseer type of thing if it keeps happening? But in my meditative experience, I speak to this new individual that I've befriended who lives on the other side of the world. And I speak to how he came up in my meditative experience. And he came up getting into my car. And I remember the feeling that I got when he just kind of, he was just comfortable climbing into my car. And I remember thinking, why are you climbing into my car? And not really knowing at that point in time, what that meant. And so then this early morning, because he's on the other side of the world, right? So while I was sleeping still, he sends me this message, and it just felt uneasy about it because I had already responded, and yet this person still, it felt like that image. When I heard that image, I was like, oh, I can't believe I had that image. And in essence, it's this feeling of like, I'm coming into your world, right? I'm in my car, I'm in the driver's seat, and this person is entering my car. And it's this person that I just met. And I'm the same feeling. Why are you wanting to enter into my world when I've already told you no? And so when I heard myself describe that image, that tripped me out. That tripped me out. So I don't know if that's, again, a foreseer thing. And it's everything's symbolic, right? I'm remembering like Dana from Tarot Time with Dana, and even Chris from Menopon, and I know Tarot Time with Dana, she speaks to it a lot of symbolic messaging when she connects to spirit, and she'll see and she'll meditate before each, when she does the weekly ones, she'll meditate before each reading for the collective sign. So all of the Taurus, she'll do a quick a few minute meditation, and then she'll come back and she'll say, these are the images that I saw. These are the images that came out for me. So and then she'll try to translate or interpret those visual images or songs that she hears. And she'll say, I saw an image of this. And, for some of you, it might mean this. And she's, just being in tune with what she's saying. So I'm wondering if that's where it's leading. And I haven't meditated. Like, I really haven't meditated. I didn't meditate this past weekend. I don't think I did. Or maybe I did a little. It's just been busy. I wanted to meditate right now, but I'm falling asleep. So I'll probably end up falling asleep. So that happened. And I guess time will tell if things continue to still unfold, but that tripped me out. That tripped me out when I was reviewing the video to post and hearing myself talk about that, because I had forgotten about it. I'm so grateful that I'm tracking this and documenting this, because I completely forgotten, and to hear myself coincidentally on the same day, right? Excuse me. On the same day was trippy. Was really trippy. So I think that happened today. And I talked about work. Oh, opportunities. Keep popping up. Just keep meeting new people, and opportunities are just coming up. I was telling Miss Hannah, just like, I just kind of sort of maybe got invited to Istanbul. Kind of sort of maybe. And I told her, of course I'm not going to take it because it's definitely too soon, but opportunities are coming across, and I don't know if it's that, it's a sign that I'm ready, really ready, right? I mean, I'm setting boundaries, I'm trying to go slow, trying to work with the energy, right? Trying to tame my Leo. and just allowing things to unfold. Just being present in the process. Still taking advantage of opportunities that come my way if I feel the pull, right? Trying to stay in tune with my intuition. And it just seems like the doors are finally starting to open. And NJ, today and these past few days, I mean, today is actually the full moon in Scorpio? I haven't been following the moon cycles. Supposedly it's a pink moon. And she said, or Scorpio, maybe Scorpio. Did I say Scorpio? Yeah. And she said 6 months ago, some of us had put in seeds, planted seeds to break old habits. Break old habits. I thought about it. I'm trying to remember it because I didn't keep track. I should have kept better track of my intentions. I think I just kind of started them and then added them all up. Didn't really date them. I'll be doing that from now on. So yeah. So that happened. But anyways, I wanted to show you guys these before I end up. So Miss Hannah does resin art, and I love these pieces. One, because I saw it and I was like, oh, my little, dandelion. So this was my first piece. I think I may have shown it before. Look at how gorgeous that is. It's resin art and it's a dandelion from her backyard. Oh, I fell in love with it. So then recently she came out with another one. And it's the silver counterpart. Look at how gorgeous this is. I love it. So now I have both. Gold and silver. My wishes. My wishes. Love it. Yeah. So I am enjoying this time in my life. And I guess we'll see what comes next. So hope you guys have a good one. Take care. My name is Yubi, and in case you haven't figured it out, this footage is capturing my experience as I learn to navigate my personal spiritual awakening. I am learning that this experience is unique to each one of us. In whatever way we believe we are embracing living our truth, this just happens to be my journey. And despite me having a graduate degree and a license in clinical social work, this by no means is intended to replace any type of mental health advice. This is just me on a personal level, documenting my experience, shedding light on the truth that I am learning and discovering for myself, and really inviting you along for the ride. If by some magical chance you find this content to be helpful in any way, shape, or form, please click the like button, share the message, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I have an Instagram account, a personal one, and one specifically for this channel that you're more than welcome to check out. I'm an open book. I have also created t-shirt designs. I'm wearing my favorite one right now, which is the North Node design, but I have that and other things that you can look at inspired by this process and journey, and I have the link in the description box as well as in the about section of my YouTube channel. So you're more than welcome to check those items out. Any type of support is great. Again, if you find this content really helpful or meaningful, sometimes when we take that step and be vulnerable, with showing what's inside our hearts and what's really our truth, we realize that we're much more connected than what we thought we were. And so I hope that as I'm living this experience and that you find some type of truth for yourself, or find some type of ability to heal in some way just by relating, just by knowing that you're not alone. That really has been my goal with this process, not just being able to connect with others, but really for my own healing. It's definitely been a therapeutic experience and a very creative one for myself. So I thank you, and I wish you all the best, and